At Scoob Wealth Grid, we know that while building wealth is often glamorized, the truly elite understand that preserving wealth is the real game, a silent, strategic discipline that separates short-term success from multi-generational legacy. The ultra-wealthy don't just focus on making money. They spend equal, if not more, time and resources on protecting, insulating, and preserving their capital from all foreseeable threats, be it inflation, taxation, litigation, currency devaluation, market crashes, or even family breakdowns. At the core of wealth preservation lies strategic legal structuring. The rich never hold significant assets in their own names. They use trusts, offshore corporations, holding companies, and foundations to control wealth indirectly, minimize legal exposure, and protect against creditors or lawsuits. For instance, a high-value property may be owned through an offshore SPV, special purpose vehicle, registered in a low-tax jurisdiction, shielding it from domestic legal claims while optimizing tax efficiency. These structures are not about evasion. They are completely legal, often recommended by the world's top law firms and tax advisors. Second comes geographic diversification, a tactic the wealthy use to hedge against systemic risks in any single country. This means not just investing internationally, but living globally, with secondary residencies, offshore bank accounts, international real estate portfolios, and even second passports through investment migration programs. It's a mindset that says, if one country falters, economically, politically, or legally, there's a backup plan already in motion. This is especially important in emerging economies where regulatory unpredictability or currency depreciation can wipe out local wealth overnight. The rich also understand that inflation is a silent thief, so they protect against it by allocating capital into real assets like prime real estate, gold, agricultural land, and inflation-protected bonds. They also favor income-producing assets like commercial property and dividend-paying blue-chip stocks, which continue generating cash flow during downturns. Beyond financial assets, the wealthy also invest heavily in insurance and liability shields, including umbrella liability insurance, director and officer insurance for entrepreneurs, keyman insurance for businesses, and high-limit life insurance that can also serve as a tax-advantaged estate planning tool. Speaking of estate planning, the ultra-rich treat it as a non-negotiable part of wealth preservation. They establish multi-generational trusts, create family constitutions, and pre-fund inheritance plans that allow smooth, tax-efficient transition of wealth without probate delays, tax leakage, or family conflict. This also includes setting up dynasty trusts, which allow wealth to be passed down without estate taxes for multiple generations. Even their philanthropic giving is strategic. They use donor-advised funds and private foundations to reduce current taxes while directing long-term charitable legacies. But none of this happens by accident. The rich build an advisory infrastructure, a network of estate lawyers, tax strategists, fiduciaries, and family office professionals who constantly review asset allocations, monitor risk exposure, and ensure legal and financial structures stay aligned with changing laws and global economic trends. They rehearse succession plans, conduct asset protection audits, and stress test their holdings against hypothetical crises. Most importantly, they know that wealth is fragile without systems and foresight. Whether it's building a protective moat around a family business, ensuring global banking diversification, or locking in fixed income sources during volatile cycles, wealth preservation is a multi-layered game played by those who think 20, 50 years ahead, not just for themselves, but for their heirs, their causes, and their long-term legacy. In an age where markets fluctuate overnight and policies can shift with elections, this kind of resilience is not optional, it's essential. At Scoob Wealth Grid, our mission is to bring you the elite behind-the-scenes strategies the wealthy use to stay rich, not just during good times, but especially when the world turns turbulent. Because real wealth isn't just about how much you make, it's about how much you keep, protect, and pass on.